Hello, we're here at last. Didn't think it was going to happen for a minute. Now then, how are you? That's good, that's very good. Oh, I know, apart from stir crazy, I mean, we've all got that to deal with, haven't we? Mind you, I think some people are probably handling it slightly better than others, don't you? That's a yes, that would be a yes, a big yes, but there we are. I quite enjoy the crazy ones. Anyway, I was telling you, I don't know when it was, about my little light panel. Now this is it. Look, you see? Can you see that light coming on? It's 3 levels. Excellent. And all it is not a light box as it used to be, because I remember my first light box was a huge thing with light bulbs in it and a piece of perspex on the top. This actually is just a piece of perspex with LED lights in it. Fantastic thing. Anyway, I'm not going to use it today. I just thought I'd show you. And they're not very expensive. Not very expensive at all. I have this one, which is an A4 one, and I also have an A3 one, which they're brilliant. They just save you so much time, because you can trace your own work, or if you want to put an image in, fine, you can do that. They've got endless uses. And of course, you could also use them as a light. There we are. Anyway, let's get on with something, shall we? Now then, what should we draw today? I did actually put a thing on my Facebook page for suggestions, and I only got one. Well, I got 2 actually, but I'm not going to tell you what the other one was, as it wasn't very polite. And I'm sorry, Dee, lovely lady, I am not really going to sit here and draw a sad hairdressing salon. Not going to happen. Sorry, just not going to happen. Anyway, what we're going to do, I think, is I started the other day drawing a wood dragon. Now, as you probably don't know, actually, dragons come in various different species. Like if you bought a dog, there's various different types of dog, or cats, and some might say human beings. But anyway, this is going to be a tree or a wood dragon. Yes, we did a wood wizard yesterday. Today we're going to do a wood. I think we'll call him a wood dragon, because it's my picture. I can call him whatever I want. Anyway, let's have a look. We're going to put his eyes in here. If we get a bit of lead on the pencil. This pencil doesn't want to work. It's on strike. Let's try a different one. Right, here we go. This one might, that one. This is going to work. So anyway, we're going to put his eyes in. Now, for fun, we make the eyes slightly different sizes. And I think what we're going to do with this dragon, we're going to put his nose up like so, snout, or whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to add a few outlines to see if it's going to work or not to start with, because we want to get the head in a nice place so we can put the rest of the body in, because these are just cartoon fun things. I do some finer art, watercolors and things, and I did think about putting a few of those sort of things on, but in all fairness to me, really, I think it might be a little bit too involved to try and fit on a paper and use watercolors and water, and I don't know. I'll give that some more thought, see what I can come up with, some way of doing that, because as some people know, I did have meetings this morning with Steven Spielberg and George Lucas. Well, that's who they said they were. But I've actually got my doubts. I got to be honest with you, because I didn't think George Lucas was a little fat chap who carried a broom. And Steven Spielberg, I didn't think had a mop and a bucket. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Now, this wood dragon is going to have obviously the characteristics of a wood, as you would expect, which involves trees, leaves, etc. Now I think what we're going to do here, we're going to give him a nice little frilly neck of leaves. I don't know, I think I got the wrong teeth in today. There we go. You see? There we go. Now then, I was talking to Merlin, and he seemed to think it was probably a good idea if we sort of talk a bit more about the witches, because apparently last night he had a bit of a ding-dong, which I was a bit concerned about, to be honest with you, because I didn't know Metal Mugwort was like that. But she, as a senior witch, was getting a bit upset by their representation in these videos. Now, I didn't think I'd done anything to upset anybody, but obviously I'd neglected poor old Metal Mugwort. And the thing you don't do in life is upset anybody if you can help it. Be nice to everybody, that's my motto, as much as you can be. And it's not very nice when somebody gets upset, even if they're getting upset for the wrong reasons. And you definitely don't want to upset somebody who can actually turn you into something like a frog or a toad or a wart. You certainly don't. So tomorrow I'm going to dedicate nearly all day to the witches. Now, I thought it was a coven, or coven, I don't know, conclave. I should have to look into that. Anyway, I thought that's what it was called. And I thought there were 13 members. But I've been informed otherwise, that due to cutbacks and social distancing, there's only 10 in Mugwort's coven. So that's something I didn't know. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that right. Like I said, I don't think I got the right teeth in. Well, actually, I haven't got many teeth left now. No, I jest, of course I have. Anyway, this little chap, little dragon, that we're drawing now, He actually lives in Gorblimey Wood. And, yes, anyway, I've had various complaints. I had a complaint from the Guild of Master Giants that apparently I was saying Grib Nibbler, the immovable. And it's not Grib, it's Gib. I don't know why, but it is Gib. Gib Nibbler, the immovable. 90-foot giant. Got upset because I put an R in his name. But then again, that's up to him, isn't it? When you're 90 foot tall, or you can do magic, you can actually pretty much have it your own way, I think. And I'm not going to antagonise anybody. Certainly not. If you want to, that's more than well, you can do that. But I'm not going to. Now, see this chap. Has these leaves growing out everywhere. That makes it near on impossible to spot him in the wood. You just wouldn't know where he was. Now, I know what you're going to say. What about the autumn and the winter when there's no leaves on the tree? Well, see, he's on holiday then. They don't do what we do. They don't stay here. He's gone. They obviously have their winter holidays, like we have our summer holidays. And well, they do pretty much the same as we do when we go on holiday. I mean, you'll find out that sort of, you get to sort of June, July, August time, when autumn's approaching, they're pretty much down the gym every day, getting beach ready, because you don't want to sit on a beach and have all your leaves falling off, do you? Certainly not. And there's quite a moisturising regime goes into this with some of these characters. I know, I didn't realise it was so complicated being a dragon. I just thought you went around and huffed and puffed. Because these fellas don't have fire, because that would be quite dangerous for them, wouldn't it? If you think about it. Being the fact they're predominantly made out of wood. And as they get older, if they don't keep moving, they can get problems. They tend to stiffen up, get terrible arthritis. Because inevitably, all wood dragons will actually become huge trees. And if you ever go and look around where they live, which is in the deep parts of Gorblimey Wood, you'll see these majestic trees, and they're looked after by the elves. Not that there's really any danger to them, because as of yet, peopleums is what they call us, peoples haven't discovered how to get there or travel to their land. So they're relatively safe, because we got this terrible habit, which we really must get out of rocking up to various places. And, well, where's the children? That's mine, I'm going to have that. I'm going to take it home with me. And that's what we do. Frightening. Now this chap's looking quite grand, isn't he? Quite grand. Actually, I think I might have just made a slight faux pas there, because I think this might be a she. I could be wrong, but I think it could be. It's okay, because it's only a drawing. So she can't actually hear what I'm saying. Because apart from anything else, she's not actually here. There are a few goblins knocking about the place. They'd actually turned the stairs into a slide. And they'd found a cardboard box. And they were, the only sport I could think that it resembled was bobsleighing. But they were cardboard box sleighing down the stairs. Which, they do that quite a bit, actually. It seems to be a sort of go-to sport for when they're a bit bored in the afternoons. Because the trouble is, you see, there's not many places they can go now. Because although they're not actually on lockdown themselves, because they don't actually get this virus that's whizzing around the place, they can't obviously go to the places because they're all shut. So that's a bit of annoying for them. But, and of course, there's 500 of them, so they need to go somewhere they can blend in. Which, again, in itself, has its problems. You see. Now, I don't know if you tried that thing with the fingers that I was saying about. But I mean, don't take my word for it. You look at any Disney cartoon, none of those characters will have 4 fingers and a thumb. I'm pretty sure of that. Pretty sure. There we are, you see now. He's coming along nicely, isn't he? He's a smart she. I said she. I think what we're going to do, we're going to put some more flowers on here. I don't know what kind of flowers these are, so for all you horticulturalists out there, yeah, there's a word in it, eh? I keep forgetting what day it is. I think it's Monday. I know. It's all to do with this lockdown thingy. Lockdown, shutdown, I don't know what you want to call it. Yes. There we are. Now that's looking like, so now we're going to give him a wing. Now on these little drawings, I don't give these chaps or chapesses big wings, because it just doesn't look, actually funny enough, it doesn't look right. Again, it doesn't look right. What you have to do with these type of drawings is you draw what looks good to the eye, to your eye. Don't worry about what anybody else thinks or says. Because I tell you, like I said yesterday, there are those out there that will voice their opinions whether you want to hear it or not. Anyway, now that's the inside of the wing. And I'll just bring that down like so. Now, these wings, in actuality, you think to yourself, well, that's not going to be big enough, is it? Keep one of those chaps up in the air, and you're probably right. But then you consider the planes that we fly about in, and their tiny little wings. Now, I did hear a story about that once. I think it was the Wright brothers, wasn't it? Orville Wright and his brother. I can't remember what his brother's name was. I dare say somebody would tell me. See, that's the trouble. I'm doing this. I can't Google at the same time, so I can't find anything out. Anyway, the point being, when they had their flight, because they were the chaps that sort of were pioneers with the old aeroplane situation, apparently, I don't know which of the brothers it was, said as they were about to take off, they were whizzing down the field, he said, please God, let this work. And God heard him and felt pity on him because they'd had so many failures that he made the plane fly. But of course, then what happened, you see, was God actually made a rod for his own back. Because every plane that flew after that, he had to make fly as well. And that's what he does. That's why he's so busy, keeping all those aeroplanes up in the air. I know, I'm just being silly. But somebody did actually tell me that once. So I don't know if they were joking or not. They might, I suspect it may well have been a joke. Or close to it. Because you know how it goes. Anyway, there you are. This bonny young thing is coming down here. We're going to have the tail here, you see. There's a big swoosh of the tail. Now, I don't know where we're going to go with this tail. I think this tail is going to have some leaves at the end of it. What do you think? Now, what I might do as well at some point, all these grand ideas, you see, well, it's all a bit of fun, isn't it? During lockdown, we don't know how long that's going to go on for. And if you don't want to listen to me waffle, like I said, you can turn the sound down. Or you can listen to me. Because I tell you something, the world would probably be a better place if everybody did. But that's just my opinion. And again, I know, because they voiced it quite vocal, some people, that they think I talk utter nonsense. And I think that's kind of funny. The fact that anybody would take anything I say that seriously anyway, to the point that it would upset them, I've got to say, it's just a bit daft. Don't you think? Now, I don't know what's going to happen with this lockdown situation. I don't honestly. I hope it's going to be over one day and we can all, I was going to say actually funny enough, get back to normal, but that's probably not a good thing to do, because it was normal that brought us to this position in the first place, wasn't it? So I think whatever happens, we're going to have to make a few changes in how we do things, don't you? I don't know. Maybe that's too serious for on air. I don't know. I think it probably is. Don't you agree? Yes, I agree. Well, you could say you agree. Now then, you see, I've done it again. I had a waffle on. And we're up 25 minutes. You see, and I haven't finished this. Oh, sorry, my glasses are slipping down. Ah, there you are, you see. I cheated. I wasn't going to tell you, I was going to see if you noticed. But I did cheat a bit there. I paused the tape and made a bit of progress. Because I thought I was getting a bit worried because I wasn't getting on enough. And I really wanted to get this drawing done. Because what we'll do, I think, I was just going to draw this one like this in pencil. But I think, in all fairness, it might be nice to add a bit of colour, don't you think? Which, again, will take some time. So, I think that might be an idea. Now, we just got to draw the leg on the other side. Or, actually, I should say foot, shouldn't I, really? Like so. And then we could add a bit of ground like so. Just coming up a bit there. Maybe down through there. And yeah, I think you can move these bits of paper around. In this position that I'm in, I shouldn't worry too much about that. Now then, I think that might be a nice idea. Because what I might indeed do with some of these pictures is print them off as greeting cards. And if anybody wanted any souvenirs sort of thing of the old pages we're drawing on here, it'd be quite nice, wouldn't it? That might be quite nice. I don't know how you feel about that. There we are. So, there we are. That's what I'm going to do for now to this picture. So, I'll catch you next time. Oh, I better put these claws in here a bit. Because she's in desperate need of a nail bar. But of course they're all shut. And they're all sad. You see, that's what Dee said. So Dee's hair salon is shut. And it's sad, which is very sad. I should imagine there's a fair few people out there getting into a bit of a situation with their hair by now, because what we're now talking 4 weeks in, here we are. What do you think? Let's get it in the centre of the camera. Okie dokie, I'll catch you next time.